Hello, 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 everyone. I've got a special guest. My brother, the one and only Captain Chris Johnson, is in the house with Marty, the man. Degarmo. I don't know what I'm going to do. Uh, anyway,
Wow.
we were all on at 9:30 Eastern time to see the prizes given away, and I want to tell you, I, me and Chris know this firsthand. But when you're giving like that, it feels great. You could see it in Ash's face how happy he was, and Kamal's the same way. Everybody there. But when that young lady, Swati, I believe her name is, when she got 5 grand and instantly gave back 500 to Oblast, I thought, there's Onpassive. That's Onpassive. It is. And it's the beginning, like Niraj said, it's the beginning of a million or maybe 2 million or 3 million Mother Teresa. So I think it's unbelievable. One thing I want to say that we heard towards the end. Some people thought that there's a meeting after the meeting. There is, but it was a meeting with Mr. Mufar and the numbers people, accountants, lawyers, and as said, all right, I don't want to quote 100%, but it's going to blow you away when you find out what Mr. Mufar is trying to do for all of us. Okay, I'm telling you, no, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever heard or saw. If I read it, I would think it was fiction. Other than I know it's Onpassive. He's going to try to give as much as he possibly can and keep the company thriving and running. Nobody is that way. No one. And he emphasized we are going to be blown away when we find out what he is actually putting together for us. And once the accountants and all the numbers people say, okay, that makes sense. And listen, what that means is it's easy to come and say 2 minus 1 is 1, okay? But when you're dealing with maybe one day thousands of products, I would imagine, offline, physical, digital, whatever. We're going to be in so many things. It's not even funny that when you're paying commissions at different areas, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of mathematics, because you got to break it down. What does it cost to run? What does it cost to do Connect? What does it cost to anything they're doing? What's it cost to take care of all these people around the world? Ash is hiring people daily and hasn't asked for a dime. So anybody thinks there's something different, he's trying what? He gave all the money back that we even know about, hasn't charged anybody a dime, nothing, and he's building an empire for anybody that wants to partake in it. To me, I'm thinking, what? I don't get it. And then you have people just don't get it. Look, I'm not going to try to talk people on this stuff because that's a waste of time. But just look at where we at. Look at the facts. Look at what's been done. And you tell me there's anything on this planet that even comes in 500th place to Onpassive. There's none. I'm going to turn over to Chris, let him talk a little bit before I hurt myself.
Well, man, you took the words right out of my mouth, Marty. And we're doing this, guys, because Red lost his internet. And I thought it'd be easier just for me and Marty to go on. This is not a 360. This is a 36, we'll say. Red is still somewhere. He does not have internet. I don't know if he's going to do a live later, but if he gets back on, I'm sure he'll let you all know. Yeah, I was blown away. I was on the same thought process as you, Marty. If any of you have ever wanted or tried to start a business and the amounts that it costs just to even start like a small ice cream shop or maybe even a barber shop or a tea shop or a coffee shop, the price is extremely crazy. Rent, insurance, products, everything. And I'm thinking about this, and it pops in my head how he gave everyone the $97 back to proceed, I should say. And I'm thinking, wow, I've never in my life, all the years I said, I got to do something. I want to start a business. I'm going to own a marina. I'm going to do all these things. And it's millions and millions and millions of dollars. A small little business, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm thinking, I didn't have to come up with anything. I did not have to take any money out of my pocket. And this guy gave me the business. And what he said today, a lot of people, again, thought there was going to be another meeting. They actually heard what Ash said a little different. Listen, you don't have to pay a dime. The man basically said that it was the most exciting thing I have heard in Onpassive since I became Onpassive. By the way, Peter Shore, thank you for the great notes back in the back office real fast. I don't know if Janet and Daryl had a part of it, but thank you guys anyway because I love you. But if you really, really think about it, the man was telling you, listen, I'm going to give you everything, everything, everything. I just want to keep a little, to keep Onpassive going, to keep the business going. There's no one in the history of the world that's ever said, listen, I'm going to give you all my fortune, everything. And right now, I'm still blown away by this, that people are looking at this. Wow, that right there, I want you to go back and read Peter's notes. And I want you to let that sink in what he said. By law, I'm giving you everything I could possibly give you. It doesn't get any better than that. And that's what's got my heart racing. And then he said, what did he say? Real soon. Real soon. And that's really what it's about. Now, when he says real soon, this time it's like it's going to be real soon. It's going to be fast. And I think me and Marty was just talking. And I said, it's such a hard concept to understand because none of us can understand because no one has ever done this for any of us. No one has ever went to work for us. No one has ever paid us. We had to work for somebody else constantly. All our time and energy goes into work most of your lives. Where this guy's saying, we're going to change that. We're going to fix that. And that's what amazes me. I still cannot comprehend the fact that I can sleep, go fishing, I can swim, do whatever I want, and I'm going to be earning an income from all the efforts of the company called Onpassive and Ash Mafara. And I still find that mind-blowing today. And if I want to put a little bit of effort into it, and I mean a little bit, if I want, I can do that. But I don't have to do it. We say it all the time. Don't get confused or scared. What Ash Mafara told you today, I want you to go read into the notes Peter put in there. And I promise you, once you let that sink in, it's still going to be hard to think about. So, Marty, back to you.
Wow. Hey, I want to tell you, I appreciate everybody showing up. It really was a big plus bringing Chris on. We just hit 601 people watching this, which is pretty exciting between Facebook and here and Twitter. I just want to emphasize something. I'm 63 years old, wound up on disability, lost what I love when I was 42 years old. Thought, wow, I hit my high, and from here on, I'm gonna barely survive. To be able to have something like this handed to me, where life number 2, right, second life of mine, is going to be bigger and better than the first part. I would have never guessed that. You couldn't even imagine that. I always thought, maybe it'll happen again. Maybe you could strike it twice. I loved what I did. I traveled around the world. I was good at what I did. I worked very hard at it. And one day it was gone. And I thought, you always hear that story, the 2 biggest days in your life, the day you're born and the day you find out why. Not talking about God or family. This is the biggest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Without a doubt. And I'm going to tell you something. If you don't know it, it's okay. Because I'm going to tell you, this is the biggest thing you've ever had in your life. Now, I don't know what you know or what you don't know. It doesn't matter. If you know 1%, look at where we've been. Look at what we've done as a company. Not me. Nothing out of my pocket. I couldn't afford one little pixel on that freaking thing going up the Burj Khalifa, okay? Couldn't afford it. All that goes on, you should sit back with pride and go, wow, that's they're representing me. That's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing where this is going. I just can't imagine. Everybody wrap your head around it. Absorb it. If you got friends and family and they get them in as a reseller, do what you can for them. Don't force anybody. I'm not saying that. And like Chris said, you don't have to do anything. I said, if you're in it, you win it. Flat out. You want to do a little effort? Go ahead. You don't. I made about 50 images with QR codes. People ask for them. I'm done. Did them all. I hope they come in handy. Ask me where to post them. Post them anywhere on social media. Doesn't matter. If they click it and hit it, you'll see them in your back office. It's that simple. If you gave me the right QR code. But anyway, what a beautiful thing we have. I can't emphasize enough what I owe Mr. Mubara, the tech team. I could never pay him back, even for what I already got. A lot of people look, I didn't get anything, and boy, I did. I got to meet friends all over the world. I got to meet Chris Johnson. I wouldn't have met him. There's no way. He lives in Michigan. I wouldn't be going to Michigan ever for any reason. But what happened? We meet online. When? Worst part of the world during the pandemic, this thing exploded. Isn't that poetic justice? Isn't that just like God? To have a bright light in the middle of darkness, that's the way it always is. And all of you, like it, don't like it, you're going to win. You're going to win big. And do yourself a favor. If you have negativity, you have something bad to say about us or the company, keep it to yourself. I will be the worst person you could bring that up to. You will not like what happens. I know too much. I've seen too much. It'd be like talking about my mother, okay? And that just didn't fly. I love this person. I love the company. I love his family. I love all the people that are building this massive empire. By the way, we look at other companies like Apple. Yeah, what are they now? $2 or $3 trillion company? Okay. We could be there. In fact, I believe we'll be bigger than that. I believe, because why? Because we're going to engulf everything that people need, not just a phone, not just a laptop, what people need, what people want. And one thing Mr. Kamal said about value, push the value. It's not that hard. They give away an O-mail, which is better than any email service on the planet, bar none. They give away O-net. It's clean. It's ethical. There's no bullies. Why? They got to go to O-Verify, so they can't come in there and be some guy behind the bush in the shadows seeking your children or bullying people or going after people. Those days are done. All these big companies are starting to do the verify now. But the problem is it costs $1, $2 a person. Billion people on Facebook. What's that going to cost? You see what I mean? So we're starting off at the right place at the right time with ethical, clean. I'll trust my kids to go in. When everything gets put in place, my kids go and own that. I'd love it. I'd love it. I would shut down everything else. Everything in my life is going to be on passive. On passive world from here on out, everything that goes on. When I buy, I'm buying from on passive. When I stroll, I'm going to stroll to on passive. If I'm looking for something, I'm going to look in on passive. That I think if we all have that mindset, that's the least we should do for somebody that is going to change our life. And our lives are going to be changed for the good. No doubt about it. Don't even question it. 651 people, and it's growing. Go, Chris Johnson. Because of Chris.
Because of me. Marty, you made a great point. I want to say this quick. We actually talked about this, I think, last night. All the bad things that were on the internet with predators and bad things that happen. You know, I was looking at the other big social media platform, and they actually got dirty pictures. You want to say porn? That's what I'm seeing. I'm like, why? This is something that you're never going to see on passive. Like Marty said, my great-grandkids will be able to watch this, and I won't have to worry about them seeing something they're selling to enlarge something or, hey, better performance. That's not what social media was meant for. Ash Bafar said, listen, clean and ethical. He said it 1,000 times. Hey, I don't think if you went up to Ash Bafar and said, listen, I'll pay you $1 billion so you can run my dirty ads, he's going to say no. The other social platforms, they take it. Why? They're greedy and they don't think about their customers. Ash Bafar is thinking about his customers. He wants them to see pure things. He wants to understand that there's choices out there, and we're not going to give you bad choices. We're going to put everything good on this. So ONet is really the place to go right now, and they're giving it away. So if you're tired of seeing the dirty things, or here, my biggest pet peeve, and I'm going to say it because I'm the sucker. I buy a lot of things offline. I have bought at least 3 things from the other social media platform in their so-called selling places. And guess what? They don't, you spend the money and it's a fake product. It's a fake company. And I don't understand why Facebook and I'll say Instagram, I don't understand why they allow those on the channels because they don't check it out. I think Ask the Fire will be really careful about checking things out. When we go to I love Marketplace. I can't wait for Onpassive Marketplace. It's an amazing thing. But I don't believe you're ever going to see bad ads run on Onpassive anywhere because I think Ask is going to check. He's not thinking with the money. He's not thinking with the wallet. He said it a million times. There's some things we're just not going to make money on. That's how, oh, bless. He says, I'll be giving money away and oh, bless. And that doesn't matter to him. No, every CEO in the world, and he's even said it saying, who is this crazy guy? What CEO says that? Our CEO. Our proud CEO that says, listen, if I got to give things away to build something beautiful, that's what he's going to do. And that's exactly what he's doing. Marty Degarmo, that's you.
Wow. Anyway, 664 people now. Thank you all for coming. I mean that. Just remember, this is for all of us. This is for you. You deserve it. It's coming your way. People that stuck with Onpassive from the beginning, I'm seeing names here now that I know have never wavered. They stayed with it. You're going to be so glad you did. And listen, it's not over yet. It's not over. It's not even, it hasn't even really begun yet. So just imagine what we have coming forward in the next 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. So I'm pretty stoked up. I'm going to wrap this up unless Chris has anything else.
One more thing to fire you up. You all are excited about the very first paid product. Like Marty said, can you imagine what all the paid products are kicking it? Can you? And you know what? You guys don't even understand, nor myself, I'm not saying I do, what he's really got planned. But everything he's planning is for all of us. And I'll say this again because I love it. People that want to get into Onpassive have to go through the founders. If that don't fire you up and to say, ask before I say, I'm just going to give it all away, no complaining, just the expectations of phenomenalness, and I'm loving every part of it. Marty, I'm all done.
Hey, Chris, do you want to do some shout outs to people? Can you see the names on the right?
Let me see. My eyes are okay. Ragu, SM
you can bring it all the way back to the top and slow it down if you want.
Let's see. Well, can you not see them?
Yeah, I can see them.
Oh, I'll listen. I'll do 5. You do 5. Vaveen Benny, Dr. Lisa, Chandon, Wanda, Krista Grazia, Casey. Where's Shorty? Casey,
Shorty, say it, Casey.
There you go, short scop. Go ahead, Marty. Take some.
Eric Kester, my man, thank you for being here. Amisha Mavita, thank you. Angie Lynn, welcome everybody. Deborah Long is in the house. Thank you, Gifty. Lighten up the room as always. My brother from another mother, Jerry Nix, is in the house. Vivine Benny is always here. Thank you. M. Kylie's everywhere. I don't know how she does it. She's on everything.
Everything.
The one and only is Cynthia Downtown Brown from the City of Brotherly Love is in the house. We have Gina Leva, the one and only. I will buy my dog through Onpassive, she said. Shout out to Robin. I know she's out there probably laughing at me and Chris. Trish Billings, thank you for the super sticker, by the way. Yvonne Finn has always been here. I really appreciate it. Bitmata, of course, always. I'm not going to go through everybody because today is a big list. But I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank Chris for coming. Red just got a bad connection. He would have been on. Yep. I will see you all tomorrow. Keep your ears and eyes open because anything can change at any minute.
Any minute.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Get a second pair of underwear ready, folks, because it's coming.
And a squeegee and a bucket.
And a bulldozer and a land.
And a bulldozer and a front end loader. Whatever.